Happy Christmas, football fans. It's time for another picks and predictions for week number 16 of the NFL. Picks and predictions. Before we get underway, of course, as always, I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic Christmas. But we have to jump in to week number 15 and see how we did before we get to our picks over the Christmas holidays. So, without further ado, let's go underway with it. So, yeah, not too bad. 14-2. We got 2 games wrong. And you guys would think I get 14-2. I wasn't even in the running. I'm not going to lie. There's like 3 or 4 people who had 15 wins. Like, even when I do fantastic, 14 wins. And I still can't even be close to being in the chase, you know? So, either way, Rams win on Thursday night over San Francisco. Kansas City beating up on Cleveland. No surprise there. Cincinnati beats up on Tennessee, though Tennessee putting up 27 points was pretty impressive as well. Washington just barely beats New Orleans. I didn't actually catch that game, and I'm actually shocked that New Orleans gave Washington that much of a struggle. Then we have Dallas beating up on Carolina. Once again, even though the first quarter and stuff didn't look so hot and stuff, it was clear that we were dominating the game pretty early on, even though that we weren't scoring points. We were owning the field. We were doing this, doing that. And at the end of the day, it did shine through by the third quarter. But, yeah, the fact that it's only 30-14 against Carolina, you know, you can see where we're struggling, right? Here comes our first loss. The Jets actually won a game. What? You know? So the Jets actually defeat Jacksonville. And I'm like, alright. I mean, Jacksonville sucks too, but I didn't know they sucked worse than the Jets. So, okay. Alright. So I take that L with pride because I never would have picked the Jets. I never would have done that. So, alright. It is what it is. Then we go Houston over Miami, and Houston wins. Denver over Indy, that happens as well. This is the one that sort of screwed a lot of people. Detroit finally lost the game, and it was... So, Detroit is the strongest NFC team. Buffalo is clearly... Screw off KC fans. Buffalo is clearly the strongest AFC team, right? And this was a head-to-head. And it was down to a 1 possession. It was a great game. I loved the game. I thought the game was amazing. Like, high scoring, crazy combative, like all these competitive spirits going at it. It was, like, that is what football fans, like, if you're not a fan, like, once again, Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills, nothing against them, not a fan of them, either or. But these are 2 great teams. Boom. You know? And if you're an actual football fan and not just some bandwagon guy who, you know, is on Tom Brady or something like that back in the day, you can enjoy a game like this. You can sit back and go, this was a fantastic game. This is what watching football is all about. I was on the edge of my seat. And I don't have a stake in this game. I mean, yeah, in my pool, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting there going, yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? So, true football fans will have loved that game. Because that's 2 powerhouses going head-to-head. And it's the same across every sport. You know, if you're an actual sports fan, if you're not some bandwagon piece of shit, then you actually will enjoy just a good football game. You know? So, this was one of the best games I've seen all season. I loved watching this game because it had me on the edge of my seat for 4 quarters. I loved it. It's a great game. I lost on it, but I'm okay with that because I enjoyed those 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Best game easily of the week. And that's coming from a Cowboys fan who, Cowboys beat up on Carolina, that was expected. But no, I enjoyed the Buffalo game even more. I really did. Then we had Philadelphia. We clean up for the rest of the week. Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh. Arizona defeated New England. No real surprises there. Tampa Bay beating up on the Chargers. That one was a bit of a coin flip for me. Personally, I don't really trust the Chargers, so I had more of a knack for Tampa Bay. But the fact that it was 40-17, I didn't expect that shit. And I don't think a lot of people expected that shit. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay beat up on Seattle, and I actually thought about picking Seattle as a really, Hail Mary upset. But obviously, I was good to pick Green Bay. Minnesota beat Chicago. And then, of course, Atlanta beat Vegas because Vegas sucks. So, we did really, really well. 14-2 on week 15. That was one of our best weeks, if not our best week. And we still didn't net a win this week. We still didn't win the week. It is what it is. But let's move on to our week 16 picks right before the Christmas holidays. So, we have, for tonight's game, Denver. Chargers just got their ass handed to them, and Denver, honestly, I have more faith in Denver being an upset pick than I have the Chargers. I really do. Chargers are so wishy-washy. Now, the Chargers can come out swinging. The Chargers might score 32-0, in the first two quarters, and it'll be like, wow, why the hell would you ever pick the Broncos? You know what I mean? But I really do feel like the Chargers are, once again, they've been wishy-washy ever since I got into football. The Chargers have never been a consistent team. Never. They have never been consistent. So, I don't know who to pick when it comes to the Chargers. I never know who to pick when it comes to the Chargers. So, I'm going to go with Denver. Because I feel like a lot of people, where the Chargers are the favorite tonight, I really do feel that my best bet to get 1 point up on the competition is to pick the Broncos, in all honesty. Then we're going to follow up with a few favorites. We're going to go Kansas City in Kansas over Houston. Though that one, I really wanted to pick that too. Houston over Kansas, I can see it, and I'm going to kick myself when that actually does happen. Then Baltimore over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, see, that's another one. See, week 16 is already extremely hard because I started with an underdog pick and then I want to pick the underdogs. Supposed underdogs in the next couple of games. And I just can't do it. Though, if the Texans win, I am going to kick myself for that one. Because I do want to pick Houston. I'm just not that confident that, not Mahomes, because their offense has sucked, that the defense won't keep Houston from winning that game. You know what I mean? So, then we're going to move on to Atlanta in Atlanta over the Giants, no question. Detroit over Chicago. They lost to the Bills. All right, so the number 1 team lost to the number 2 team, or vice versa. However you want to look at it. I mean, doesn't mean that Detroit sucks. Chicago sucks. So, Detroit is going to win that game. Cincinnati over Cleveland, no question. Indy over Tennessee. A little bit of a maybe, but no. We're going to go with the Colts. Rams over the Jets, no question there. Washington over Philadelphia. Now, this is technically an upset pick, but I still believe that Washington, while not having the record that the Eagles do, I still think that they have the best team in our division. I think that Washington is the best, well-rounded team, while the Eagles still are trying to figure out, are they an elite team or are they not? You know, they still haven't recovered from that abysmal end of the last season, and I think sometimes they come out playing and sometimes they don't. They remind me of the Chargers in that regard, you know what I mean? So then we move on to Arizona over Carolina, Minnesota over Seattle, Buffalo over New England, and here's where we take some supposed upsets, and I don't know how they're upsets. Jacksonville over Vegas. That's literally a coin flip. Both teams suck. Pick your poison. San Francisco over Miami. Why is Miami the favorite? It's because they're at home? Maybe? I have no idea. Then Dallas over Tampa Bay. I acknowledge this as an upset, but I think Cooper Rush has sort of, got some confidence boosts. He's using his weapons sort of idea because he has, once again, just because Dak is gone, I don't think we're doing anything playoff-wise. However, it doesn't mean that we don't have still stellar receiving core, a good defense, and some solid running game. So, why not? Why not take Dallas as the underdog in this one? Once again, we are so bad at home. I don't understand it. But, hell, any given Sunday, let's go. And plus, it's the night game. Technically, it's the night game. So, the sun won't be in Lamb's eyes anymore. No more drop balls by Lamb in the end zone. I'm just saying. Put some blinders. Goddamn. Jerry, we are literally kicking ourselves in the dick. So, please, put blinders on that goddamn new stadium. And then finally, we finish off with Monday, right before Christmas Eve, with Green Bay over New Orleans. And I don't know anybody who's picking New Orleans who's not just trying to do what I'm doing with the Denver pick, just trying to win the week. So, but that is Week 16, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we'll definitely be seeing you guys, post-Christmas sort of idea, but this will be the last video for the NFL picks and predictions before pre-Christmas, I would assume. I doubt I'm going to release one on Christmas Day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. I hope you've been enjoying the picks and predictions. I hope you are going to have a very happy and Merry Christmas no matter which way you choose to spend it. So that's all from me. Once again, happy Christmas, everyone who celebrates. And if you're not celebrating Christmas, just have a happy week, one way or another. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we'll see all you people back here next time for Week 17, originally the last week of the NFL. And they added that Week 18. I'm still wishy-washy about that shit. But anyways, that is it for me. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.